Hey, how's it going? How's life? In this video, I'm just going to show an easy way to find and kill a Wendigo for the Lost Weaponsmith quest. This quest is a bit harder than the previous ones because it requires going down into the abyss, which means we have to wait until about 2 minutes and 25 seconds are left in the game, jump down, and then go searching for a Wendigo. There's a very specific one that I'm going to show along with a cheesy way to take it down. And then one more little tip after to hopefully help you all escape, because I had to do it because I was running out of time. But first things first, we have to get down into the abyss. Alright, so one cross map and warlock kill later, I found myself where I wanted to be. I'm skipping over the entirety of ice caves because it's not important for the video. The only thing that's important is knowing how to get down into the abyss. So if you want to play the map like normal, cool. I ended up just sitting in a corner because it was easier and I could focus on other things while I was also doing this at the same time. There's only really 2 rooms that you can use to get down into the abyss, Sea and Hive. If you want to see this map, I'm going to have a link to it down in the description below. Just make sure you have it showing the void, and then the 2 little red circles are where you know to go. At 225, you'll see the abyss change, and instead of just being dark, it'll get a bit cloudy and you'll see like red northern lights. That's how you know you're safe to jump down. Do not jump down until you see that or you will die. Here's your warning. And I did get a pretty lucky spawn here. I'm going to be going to the top right corner of the map, and I started at the middle right. It's a 3x3, so it's really easy to get to wherever you want to go. And the easiest Wendigo, at least in my opinion, is at the top right corner of the map. You do have to clear some other mobs. So if you've never been down here before, or you're not as used to this exact map variant, because there are different mobs down here, just make sure you bring enough heals. Let's kill this first. I didn't necessarily need to kill the skeleton, but I did because I wanted to be a bit safe. If I pulled too many mobs and I wanted to run around through this door, I didn't want to be pulling every single mob in this room too. And I figured just killing this first one would be enough space for me. Also, I'm so sorry that you hear me mumbling in the background. I had my mic pushed away from me because I wasn't planning to record my voice. And yeah. My tail. This was my first game using this skin. The skeleton halberdiers are seen on the ice caves map too. If you run into these, when they do their poke attacks, you're going to back up and duck and look down because they're going to aim for your head with that attack. If they do their sweeping attack, you're just going to jump because it's going to be a low swing. I was hoping this halberd would sell for more. I think it was like 100 gold though. Been using halberd. Could be wrong about that. Feels true. And I decided just to open a few chests to hopefully get some more damage because I basically just sat through the entire first map and didn't really get any upgrades. The skeleton axemans down here are nowhere near as scary as the other skeletal axemans. You just sort of back up and they'll swing at you, and then you can hit them a few times, and then you just continue to back up while they swing. 15 or 5. The spiders are also not very scary. They have a bunch of health though, and they can put some webs on the ground to slow you. Other than that, there's nothing really going on with these. And we've already seen the Wendigo that I want to kill, but just wait, clear a few more things first, then we'll pull it. And this was a nightmare, and I'm terrified of these ones. I'm gonna be fully honest with you. I don't know how to dodge the multi-attack, so I just used my hand crossbow here. This is the safest way to do it. If you have a bow, it'll be even faster. But he basically has the multi-shot ranger 5-arrow spread attack, and you could very easily get one shot by these, so just be really careful. Last season I was a bard main, and I've basically been a bard main since season started in this game, so I always just blocked them with the buckler. If you just put your shield directly into their bow and like stand there, you'll be fine. But yeah, without a shield, just be really careful. I don't know. And the mace shield guys are also pretty annoying. They're hard to hit. Best thing I can tell you is to bait out an attack. Whenever he attacks, just jump crouch backwards, and for the most part, you shouldn't get hit. You could also walk backwards if you have enough agility, but I think in mace kit, I don't really. So these take a little bit to kill because it's hard to hit them sometimes. Also, as you might have noticed, they have two different swings. One is an immediate swing, and that's why I say to jump back immediately. The other one is more delayed. And that's the one I got hit by the first time since I jumped immediately. I always just jump early, and if I get hit by the delayed one, whatever. But if you want to, just try to pay attention to which one's which. I think I ended up kiting these all the way back to the health shrine in the last room because I have no damage. All right, so I rushed myself here and I could have gotten myself killed. I pulled the Wendigo now, which would be completely fine. But in the cheese spot, you do aggro the spectral mage that's directly underneath of where we're going to be. So I would highly recommend killing that first. In this game, I got lucky and the spectral mage ended up hitting the wall. So I would highly recommend to kill the spectral mage first and then come back and kill this. If you don't know how to kill the spectral mage, it's fine. I'll explain it after the Wendigo in this. Also, he kind of awkwardly got stuck, which made it take even longer. It's okay, he's here now. So this is the easiest way to kill the Wendigo, but it does take a long time because you're not hitting their heart. The little icy core on their stomach is actually their weak spot. Everywhere else, they take reduced damage. Again, when I played Bard, I knew how to block this, but without blocking, I honestly don't know how to kill this thing, which is why I did this. So if you're interested in finding out how to dodge this, I honestly am too. I'm gonna find a video and put it down in the description below. All right, Wendigo down. Now I'm going to tell you how to fight the Spectral Mage. He has little frost bolts that he sends forward. It's the same exact thing as an archer, just sidestep and punish. And he also puts little icy seals on the ground. Just move from wherever you're standing. If you're hiding behind a wall trying to fight him with a bow, that's probably where those are the scariest. So just make sure that you dodge those and then keep hitting him. If you get hit, just like basically every other mob here, you will get slowed and it will be a stacking slow. So if you get hit twice, it'll be even worse. So just be a little bit careful to not get too slowed or you'll eventually just not be able to dodge anymore and die. So now we're just going to kill the imp, and then I'm going to show you how you can take some mobs out of one module to be a little bit safer and faster. The imps are really easy. They teleport away from you, and they shoot out little frost orbs. Don't stand in them or you will get rooted. And if it's a nightmare variant, which this one wasn't, be careful about going into melee too, because they also have a little repulsory attack that'll knock you back and could even combo you into the orbs if you're not careful. And since I didn't want to deal with all these mobs, I only have about 4.5 minutes left. I decided to pull a bunch out of the room, and I'm just going to lock them behind the door. Just make sure you pull them far enough away so you don't get hit while you're doing this. And other than that, it's pretty easy to do. It's a lot easier than running in and fighting all these at the same time. All right, now I just need to clear the ones that are left. I'm gonna loot around a bit more and then head out. So that's basically it. It's all you really need to know to kill a Wendigo. If you want to hang out to the end, cool. If not, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps, and I hope to see y'all next time. Peace.
No.